Welcome, and thanks for taking the time to stop by and watch our video today. The goal of this video is to convince you that your looking's over. You found the TMS software you want. It's Dr. Dispatch. We've been selling Dr. Dispatch for over 22 years. It's the easiest there is to use, by far the most affordable. There is nowhere else to look. Let me show you what I mean. Let's take a brokerage scenario today where we're going to book a couple of 3 loads with a customer, and we're going to put them in the system and assign the carrier, and we're going to use Saferwatch to get your CSA safety scores. This is required that you have an account with them, of course. We're also going to use Macropoint to do GPS cell phone tracking and get communication with the driver. You also need an account with them to utilize that feature. Let's take a minute here and just put in a load. We're going to do it the quick way and use a load that's stored in a template. You can make any load a template. It takes 45 seconds to enter a load manually. Then you can save it as a template or make copies. It's a piece of cake. New load. In this case, use the template. You have all you want. You make up your own names. Demo load. Yes, I do want to make a load from the template. Instantly, there's my load. Now I can go up here. F1 works just as well, but I want you to see this. Copy load. We'll make 2 copies. Hit OK. Yes, I want to do this. Confirm. Now I entered 3 loads that quick. The load board will show you what you're doing. There's your pro numbers and what you've entered. Red means available, yellow means assigned, green means dispatched. We'll go back over here and take one of these loads we created and assign a carrier. We just double click the load. We go over here to the carrier field, start spelling the carrier's name, selecting. Right away you get Saferwatch displaying the current safety scores for this carrier. Now this was just now fetched. It's not old data. It's always up to date. You get your risk factor. Your dispatchers are informed and know what to do. You can use the carrier, add or remove to watch list where you get emails daily on their statuses, whether they have insurance issues or whatever, safety issues. Also, you can use Get Details, which opens a safer page and gives you the full spill on the carrier and everything going on. This wonderful feature is priceless. We're going to use the carrier in this case, and nothing wrong. We have a carrier rating system, by the way, where the carriers are rated by the popular 5-star system, a real easy way to keep tab of who's who and what kind of job they're doing for you. With your carrier ratings here, CSA scores have been fetched live and displayed to your dispatcher. Let's get this guy a rate. We're going to pay him, say, $2,100 on this load today on the carrier pay. Put that in there. There's your profit, your percentage of profit. Now we're ready to print the rate confirmation and send it to the carrier. But before I do that, I want to take a second and show you something. You can show a route on any load with Google Maps here. Just press the button. It's going to pop a web page up in your browser. There it is. Totally amazing. Great feature. You got 2 routes to choose on this load. Give you your drive time, your hour, shows you the constructions. I think you can even do weather on this. Totally amazing. A lot of information right there. Back to the system. Wanted to show you that real quick. A lot of people don't see it. We've got the load assigned to the carrier. We've got the rate in. Let's print his rate confirmation, or in this case, we're just going to email it. It's already set. It knows my preferences and keeps the checks according to what I like. You can even attach your W-9 and carrier packet right here all in one email if you want. I'm going to pass up on that today. Special instructions there to the carrier on any load. We'll just put in there 0 and hit OK, and the email address would already be filled out. I don't have one on this carrier. I'm just going to put my own, and it does store whatever you use here, by the way. Attachments for the rate confirmation is already there. I'm going to send it. He's got his rate confirmation. We got that done. We got our safety scores. We got the rate confirmation sent. We're going to go to the tracking button. Actually, let's back up. I've got a load over here that's already ready to go. Find any load by pro number. I'm using this load because I already have pickup dates and whatnot. I don't want to take your time filling this information out. So I'm on a load here. I go to tracking. I go to the Macropoint tab. The dates and time for the pick are already set up. You tell Macropoint how long you want to track this guy, how often you want an update on GPS and location. And finally, the one thing you type in is his cell phone number. And if you make a mistake here, it checks the numbers instantly and knows it's not a valid number. You can add notes if you wish. You can add more people to be involved in the emails by simply doing a comma separated list of all the emails you want. Whoever's on that list, they're going to get all these updates. Add or track, instantly sent to the web page, meaning Macropoint. We're going to go over and take a look at that real quick. There again, you need one of their accounts for this, but we're going to go ahead and refresh this, and you'll see at the top, there's the load we just sent, cell phone, pro number, everything you need to know. I'm going to go to edit so you can see what we sent to Macropoint. Driver cell, pro, all the pickup and drop information. And as he arrives and departs using the app, you're going to see the updates, and you're going to see it on a map. Give you an idea here. This is an older load that we were playing with, and my map's a little out of whack here. But there's the one update on this load. It shows you on the map each dot, or each event's going to have its own dot as he goes up the road. And at the bottom, it'll all be listed out as to what happened, where he was, when the location was fetched. All this is automated. Wonderful, wonderful thing. Okay, back to Dr. Dispatch real quick. We'll finish this up. So looking back here, we've made a load from a template in a matter of seconds, literally. We made copies of it in a matter of seconds. We've got a load board to track it with. Keep your dispatchers organized on what's what. The print button gets you your rate confirmation emailed to the carrier. You can also include your carrier packet. Saferwatch, every time you assign any carrier, it's going to look up their current safety score, display it to your dispatcher, keeps everything in line there. Then we sent the trip to the driver's cell phone with Macropoint. There again, a matter of seconds, literally no data entry. So you're going to get updates and check calls back from that cell phone. Here you're going to have the Macropoint portal to look all this up and have a map and a visual. Now we're going to go over and look at an invoice. It's done other than waiting for the load to empty. And when a driver calls in, you just simply change the status here, and when he's empty, you'll empty it. You do not have to empty a load to invoice it in our case. You just have to have a carrier on it, and it's ready to invoice. So we'll go over here to brokerage invoicing. We're using load 5008 for an example today. I check whatever I want to invoice today, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it on preview on the invoice, process the batch. You see your invoice. And we have 2 or 3 different styles of invoices. Now, you've got an invoice to go to QuickBooks to collect your money. You've got an AP going to QuickBooks or a bill so you can pay the carrier and not get, you don't want to forget the carrier pay, and then you won't have a carrier the next time. Simply press the button, export to QuickBooks. QuickBooks file is open in this case. Blue to green shows they exported. I'm going to preview, so I don't want to print it. There's what you sent to QuickBooks, the paper trail. Yes, it exported fine. The whole thing's clear. That was that could have been 50 invoices. It takes a matter of seconds to invoice them, send them to QuickBooks. It's just a total piece of cake. Now back over here, we'll go to QuickBooks and look at what we sent. It puts in the customer if he's not there, puts in all of his information for you. It puts in under the customer the invoices that you've got open and the payments that you'll receive. This is very easy to use. I'll double click the invoice. There's the invoice. It's got all the pickup information, bill of lading, pallets, weight. It's got everything. You don't need to refer back to Dr. Dispatch to get information to collect your money. It's all right here on the QuickBooks invoice. You're also going to end up with remember the carrier, and he's in here. All of his information got added, and the address, and we have a bill to pay the truck when the time comes to pay him. All this can be aged on the AR and AP under the reports. You got a complete financial tab going on here. Dr. Dispatch has got your back on all the dispatch safety scores, tracking, does it all, affordable. Go grab our demo today. You can use the real McCoy and see for yourself. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.